Hey guys, I'm Tris, and today I've got an incredibly special review. It's going to be Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection for the Nintendo Switch. Let's jump into that review. Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection is the latest Mega Man collection to come out on the Switch, bringing 6 classic titles in one game. These are Mega Man 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent. Published and developed by Capcom, this releases today on the 25th of February. There are a few titles to look at today, so let's have a quick look at each game. Mega Man 01. As soon as you start your journey in Mega Man 01, you are pushed into the action. The Reploid Resistance finds Zero, the character we play, and awakens you to help fight in the war to protect innocent Reploid. Gameplay-wise, the Mega Man series is a 2D action platformer with run and gun aspects. This game was quite hard for a newbie to the series, but it was rewarding when you completed a boss fight and learned to traverse an area without dying. The save assist feature in this collection really helped. You can also turn on casual scenario mode to enjoy the game at an easier difficulty. The controls and gameplay felt incredibly fluid in this game, which definitely made the experience a lot more pleasurable. Mega Man 02 is set 1 year after the events of the first game. After evading the attempts to capture Zero, he finally collapses from exhaustion in the desert. All is not lost though, as he is rescued by Hapuya, one of 4 Guardians, who returns Zero into the capable hands of the Resistance and is repaired by CL, the human scientist. After playing 01, this felt a lot easier at the start. Not sure if this was because I learned the controls better, or if it was easier in general, or a bit of both. I really appreciated it. Immediately having access to Z Saber and charge shots was fantastic. Another aspect that is great is that each weapon can level up in the series. The way to level up a weapon is just repeatedly using it against enemies. One thing I found very clunky about Mega Man 02 though was a platforming section where you needed to use a spike to shoot into mid-air platforms to get across. Using this item felt a bit weird, as there are parts where it felt really delayed, or just the aiming was in general off. You'd be trying to do a top right shot and it would go up or right, and it just didn't feel right about that. Definitely use save assist here, so you never have to do that section again, because once you complete it, you'll be done. Mega Man 03 is set 2 months after the second game. CL finished her new energy research that will end the energy crisis in the human utopia Neo Arcadia and bring peace to the world. Meanwhile, Zero is out on a mission and encounters the 4 Guardians fighting the colossal Reploid Omega, alongside the nefarious Dr. Wheel, both of which were banished for the instigation of the Elf Wars. This game in the Zero series felt perfect. With its fast-paced action, I really enjoyed it. In Mega Man 04, the new leader of Neo Arcadia has started to rule with an iron fist, making the human inhabitants worried for their lives, so they flee. In response, he begins to execute them just like the innocent Reploids. Now, in the start of this game, you have access to the fully charged Buster Shot, which rips through enemies like paper. I love the fact that in each game there's progression, like access to some of the abilities you wouldn't have had earlier on in, let's say, the first game, but by the end of it you would have had access to it. So I like that they did progression in this series of games. Before we get to the last 2 Mega Man games in this collection, let's have a look at some other features. Gallery mode, which lets you look at all the art from every game from the collection in detail, allowing you to appreciate the hard work that the artist put into this game. I love this feature and really enjoy looking at each piece of artwork in such high resolution. Music play is another feature in the collection that allows you to listen to all the tracks in every game. I enjoy this, but probably won't find myself listening to the music this way. I'd rather just listen to the music in game as I'm playing. Z Chaser, which is a competitive speedrunning mode in this collection, from which you choose stages from every game, verse ghosts with differing levels of difficulty, which you must be quicker than, and an online leaderboard to see the quickest times worldwide. Now let's head back into the remaining games. Mega Man ZX, taking place 2 centuries after the Mega Man 0 series. Humans and Reploids are now coexisting in harmony. After some time, the inhabitants of Earth, humans, Reploids, and humanoids alike, revived some of the former nations, accidentally reviving rogue Reploids, also known as Mavericks. Similar to the other games in this collection, Mega Man ZX features 2D run-and-gun platforming, but also in this game, you get to choose between a male or female protagonist, which is pretty cool. Mega Man ZX Advent. This game takes place a few years after ZX and follows two new protagonists, Grey and Ash. You're once again able to choose between a male or female protagonist in this title. Both ZX and Advent's gameplay are very fluid, which makes a big difference in games of its genre. Now visual-wise, the collection allows choice between new or retro graphics, and the cutscenes for every game felt incredibly polished, and the graphics were masterpieces in my opinion. Also audio-wise, the soundtrack for every game was fantastic. Today I'm rating Mega Man 0 ZX Legacy Collection 4.5 out of 5. It had perfect visuals, a wonderful soundtrack, great gameplay except for the irritating part of 02 that I mentioned earlier, and an incredibly reasonable price. Today's review has been an absolute blast to review. I really enjoyed every aspect of playing this game except for that part of 02 that I mentioned earlier, but apart from that it was really enjoyable. Anyways, I hope today's review has helped you decide whether or not you're going to buy the game. I'm Tris, also known as the official Phantom TV, and I stream Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays over on Twitch. I also release videos Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we've got some really cool games coming out. And on Thursday this week, I'm going to be reviewing Rune Factory 4 Special. I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to catch you in the future with another Nintendo Switch review. See you then.